and gents, boys and girls, parents and guardians, welcome to the Rophine Field Group of Schools International Campus Class of 2026 graduation at the Catholic University of East Africa. Enjoy! As all our guests, parents and guardians stream in, let's enjoy the scenic preparations made for this memorable ceremony. And now please let's say hello to our graduates. They are very excited for this day and they can't hide their expressions.
Today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do any of you know why we are here today? Do you mind turning around and asking your neighbor why we are actually here today? Ladies and gentlemen, I know most of you think we are here simply just to watch a ceremony, but let me correct you on that. We are not here to simply watch a ceremony, we are here to witness a series of great events. As the three groups cross the line and everything on the other side is new.
This year at RFIS, our theme was global citizenship. We asked one another, from the youngest to the oldest, to consider themselves in a place in this world. Not just the world of our campus, not just the world of our city or the world of our country, the full, complex, beautiful, interconnected world. Today, this theme reached its highest expression, global DNA, encoded with purpose.
Because that is what education does. It doesn't simply fill us with knowledge, it writes code into your confidence, your character, and your consistency. And today, that code walks out of these doors into the world.
We are proud and honored to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's clap as we welcome our graduates into the room.
As mentioned, these students aren't just moving to the next level. They are equipped with a unique blueprint of excellence, character, and global vision. They are hardwired to make an impact wherever they go. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the future, your Year 6-9 graduates. Sorry for the sudden cut, but this is the moment we welcome the pioneers, the visionaries, and the leaders who have officially reached the finish line of their school journey. They started this path years ago, and today they stand before us transformed. They leave behind the classrooms, the uniforms, and the familiar hallways, completely aligned with our theme, Global DNA encoded with purpose. They carry a blueprint of resilience, sharp intellect, and an unstoppable drive to impact the world. They have conquered the exams, mastered the challenges, and written their names into the history of this institution. Today, they don't just walk into this hall, they step directly into their future. Ladies and gentlemen, family and faculty, bring the noise, stand proud, and show your ultimate admiration. Making their final grand entrance as accomplished finishers, I present to you the magnificent Year 11 graduating class.
They wanna live forever and ever, forever young. I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever young. Some are like water, some are like heat. Some are a melody, some are the beat. Sooner or later they will be gone. Why don't they stay young? It's so hard to get old without a cause. I don't wanna perish like a fading horse. It's like diamonds in the sun, and diamonds are forever. So many adventures couldn't happen today. So many songs we forgot to play. So many dreams ringing out of the blue. We'll let them come true. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever, forever and ever? Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever, forever, forever young? I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever and ever, forever young? I wanna be forever young, forever young. Do you really wanna live forever, forever young?
Now back to our scheduled program. Enjoy.
Big Wanji. Power. Let us give it up for Barak and B, please. Let's appreciate the two. Let's appreciate the two, Miss Brenda.
Shade, move, yen them, move. You could do me like move. I say, Shade, move, yen them, move. You could do them like juju. Kalika, 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 kalika,
What's going on? Wewe. Hey. Aha. Na bado
to me up and no rent is due.
Dear parents, good morning. Good morning once again. I want us to think back, as far back as your mind can go. I want us to think back in our life when someone believed in us before we could believe in ourselves. This is for everyone in this room, our boys and girls, our dear parents, our guests, everyone. I want you to think back, whereby a teacher could not settle until you believed in yourself. Think back of a parent who showed up even when it was inconvenient, a person who looked at you and said, even without mentioning the words, that I see something in you that you cannot see in yourself. I want us to hold on to that person. I hope that you've thought back about the person. And today, everyone in this room, all the adults, I want us to be that person to our boys and girls, the year 6, the year 9, and our year 11s. Because the greatest gift you can give to them is nothing else. It's not the certificates. It's not the gifts that you're going to give them today. It's not the beautiful flowers, the gifts that we have in store for them, but it is believing in each and every child. And before I even go further, I want you to turn to the person next to you, look at them, and tell them you made it. This for everyone, not just the graduands. You made it. I'm saying this because It's not only our graduates who have made it today, but even we as the teachers, the parents, we have made it today. Good morning, everyone, and I want to officially welcome you to Rophine International School Senior School graduation for our Year 6, our Year 9, and the Year 11s. My name is Miss Jackie Walker. I'm the Chief Principal, Rophine International School, and it's my honor to stand before you today and welcome you to this beautiful, beautiful and memorable ceremony. Our distinguished guest, Professor Laban Airo, the Vice Chancellor of Daystar University, we are deeply honored to have you in our presence today. You're welcome. To the CEO and the Board of Directors, the Rophine Group of School, the Advisory Committee, the Executive Committee, your vision, your foundation is the statement for Rophine International School. To our esteemed parents and guardians, you are not guests in this ceremony today. You are the reason this ceremony exists today. And to our dedicated teachers and the entire Rophine International School, I know what it has taken to get here today. I want to say thank you. And to our graduating students, the Year 6, Year 9, Year 11, the class of 2026, this morning is entirely yours. This year, our theme is global citizenship encoded, global DNA encoded with purpose. And our boys and girls have tried making us understand what global DNA means. I'll not repeat myself, but today we choose those words because the world today has a problem. And I say that the world has a problem because no amount of information, no amount of technology or ambition can fix what the world currently needs. The world has a shortage of people who know who they are. People who can carry their values into a room before the room can tell them what to value. People who lead with character, not just competence, but people who understand that the size of your impact has nothing to do with the size of the platform that you have, and everything that we do has no size and cannot be measured, but can only be done with purpose. Rophine International School has spent years with our boys and girls encoding exactly what this means. We have over 140 students graduating today, and they are not graduating just because of the knowledge that they've acquired, but because of the purpose. Not just the skills, but the character. Not just the students, but they are global citizens. And I want to say that the world does not need more noise. It needs more people who are encoded deliberately, deeply, with the values to cut through it. That is what Rophine International School is releasing today. To our dear parents, you may never fully see what your sacrifice made possible, but the world will see it. It will feel it, and you will also feel it the moment when your child walks into a room and challenges that room, simply by being who they are. and not what they have. That is the return of everything you gave, and it is already sitting on the stage. Our year 6, year 9, year 11, the world is not waiting for the perfect version of you. It is not waiting until the plan is clearer, until the doubts are quiet, until when you feel completely ready. It is waiting for you just the way you are, specifically, exactly, irreplaceable, and just you, right now. I want you to go, and as we transit into the next level, I want us to carry the code in every room we enter, in every class, in every level, and I want us to go and answer the questions that the world wants. We are proud of you, not because of what you have accomplished today, but because of who you are. And finally, dear parents, I have a very special request to us today. And my request is very simple. My request to us is that we stay. Let's stay until the end of the program. Let's stay for each and every student's name to be read. Let's stay for each and every certificate to be given to each and every boy, not boy and girl, not just your own, but each and every one of them. Because each child in this room is important. And to our boys and girls, our graduating class, you've waited for this day for so long, haven't we? Have you waited? So let's not leave the room, let's not leave the auditorium until we cut the cake. Is that clear? Is that clear, boys and girls? Let's ensure that you cut that cake, you celebrate, because this moment only comes once. We are only going to graduate in year 6 today, we are only graduating in year 9 today, and year 11 today. We'll not have another moment. So dear parents, I know we have things to do, we have places to go, but for today we kindly request that you stay. Thank you.
That's warriors.
Shikamo.
Marahaba.
Na nikuulize, hawa wajukuu wako wako wapi?
Hata sijui pale wako.
Wajukuu na waita mnisikii kwa wapi?
Unapenda tu kushautu sana.
Nimewaita dakika ngapi ya msikii? Ndachapa nini?
Sisi.
Hizi dakika zote nimewaita mliko wapi?
We're just doing some TikToks.
TikTok, hata tuko tunazungumza na babu yenu kwamba teknolojia ni nzuri.
Fashion ni nzuri.
Dreams ni nzuri.
Lakini character ndio muhimu.
Things change.
Values should remain.
So unasema evolution si kubadilika tu nje.
Exactly.
Ni kukua ndani pia.
Sahihi kabisa.
Lakini bado.
Mimi nataka new phone,
new shoes,
new hairstyle,
new everything.
Nini kila saa ni kutaka. Back in my days. Yeah, I'm too old.
Setting the pace. Taking us back to the memories.
Hapana leta mchanganyiko.
Since how I enter, my tracks left, right, and center. I get I'm Morana. It's the Oretta. Ingisha Mataba. Nisha Kenji. That's how my friend that's Detroit. I go to just like this, then it showed me the lights. Switching to now watch me do as of 2020. Now watch me do as of 2020. As of now watch me do as of got ready up from what you do matter.
The story is not yet over. The transition continues.
As the music played, the generations came together, not just to dance, but to celebrate. The old shared their rhythm, and the young their energy. For a moment, everyone moved as one.
But every dance eventually comes to an end. The music fades, the lights grow dim, and the time keeps moving forward. Days become months, months become years, and before we know it, childhood has become a memory.
The lessons they learned about character, respect, and purpose did not disappear when the music stopped. These lessons quietly shaped the people they would become.
Now, we leave behind the carefree moments and take a glimpse into the future. 10 years have passed, dreams have grown, and the question is no longer, what do I want today?
The question is, who have I become?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 10 years from now.
In 10 years' time, I want to be a pilot. I want to travel the world and inspire others to dream big.
In 10 years' time, I'll be a successful man, not because social media told me so, but because I'll be a man who will work out for my dreams.
In 10 years' time, I'm going to be a leader, a man of purpose, a man who never gives up, and a man,
In 10 years' time, I see myself becoming a fashion designer. I want to change, create, and innovate the world.
In 10 years' time, I will be a lawyer. I will stand for justice.
Let's appreciate and as the music I call just tribute to the legend of pop music. The incarnation of the legends.
you so very much, our chief guests and all invited guests, our dear parents, good afternoon. It's always such a joy for me to attend any of our functions, very entertaining, but today was extremely touching for me. I shed quite some tears as I sat there, and my heart just felt so blessed to see the talent that was on this stage and to imagine the plan that God has for all those who have graduated today. Before I came here, I was at AIU for graduation, for degrees and diplomas. And so for me today has just been graduations all through. And as I saw the ones who came to the stage, I saw them at the university through where I have come from. And I know that the Lord has a good plan for them. I like the theme for today, which is Global DNA Encoded with Purpose. And as I just thought about these words, this is what my prayer is, that many years from today, it shall be said that Rophine Field Group of Schools released professionals, released businessmen and women, released politicians, released preachers, released bishops, and many others who infuse the world with positivity. Men and women who will serve selflessly with purpose, who will raise the bar for integrity in a world that is thirsty for ethical leadership and ethical living. Men and women who will infuse others with hope in a world where hopelessness is growing day by day. Men and women who will redefine leadership to be God-focused and Christ-led. Men and women who will stand out because Rophine identified them, their talent, and developed them. And I can say without a shadow of doubt that for those who have graduated today, Mbele iko sawa. God bless you.
Allow me roll on the already established protocol. My name is Silvanus Osoro. I'm sure by now most of you know me. I am a Member of Parliament and Majority Chief Whip of the National Assembly, and also an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. First, I'm very glad to speak before my lecturer, Constitutional Law lecturer, Professor Dr. Moni Wekesa. You've got to put those two adjectives. Doctor. Because there is doctor in medicine, then doctor in law. It's not a joke. Quite a great milestone. And the man who made us cram the entire constitution in school. Last week, I was here for my daughter's EY graduation that was held in school. And at that time, I had received a call that I was meant to be in other duties that you all know as a politician. So I received a call from a very high office, and I was told I was meant to be there. And I told them I'm on my daughter's in my daughter's graduation and I can't make it. So yesterday I also received a call that today you must be in Eldoret. And then I told them I can't make it. My two sons are graduating, and that is the PA to the head of state. I told him I can't make it, and then he told me, now, I'll let the president call you himself, because you really don't want to work, and I'm happy somebody would be streaming live. What I did, because you can't tell the president no, I switched off my phone, because I had to be here today. And so this morning when I woke up, I switched on my phone and I saw a message from him. And then of course, asking me whether I made it to that place. Luckily, I had seen him in some graduation for his daughter in Dubai. So I downloaded that picture and sent to him and told him I'm in a similar function like yours. What he did, he laughed and said, kudos, you are doing well. You can never be so busy for your children. Your children are teenagers once. If you are 40, you will only be 40 once. Many a times parents lead a life of imagination that perhaps we are rehearsing for a better one. Let me work, imagining that your kid will forever wait for you. At that age, if they are 12, they'll be 12 as you continue working in 10 years. That you'll meet them in the same state, of life after 10 years. It is not possible. Adulthood knocks very fast. Today, as I saw my son, my first here, taller than the mother, as I congratulated him, just remembered how recent he was born. And then it clocked to me that I perhaps need to spend more time with them, because adulthood is coming. The boy will be out of my home in a fraction of a second. And the best investment you can give is to be part of that journey like we are doing right now. So for parents, and today, just like I noticed last week, many parents that we see here are ladies, mothers. Where are the fathers? fathers are missing for their children nowadays. Very few, a fraction, maybe we are about 20% or 30%. You are too busy for your children, you don't want to be present for your children, talks and guiding them, and then you complain about society out there that, you know, my child has gone astray. That will be your making. Finally, Director, I have a confession to make about a positive one about this school. I tried so many international schools, very many. I really tried, you know, going by the imagination of class and everything, prestige, position. I really tried. I don't want to mention them so I don't get accused of prejudice or something. But I really tried. And my first son here had, any school I would try, I would see change to the negative. Change to the negative. This is a very serious thing. And you would find, you've paid close to 2 million per term, but the child comes, and the way they talk, you're like, is this the same boy that I took to school just last week? When I make a joke with my wife sometimes that I have taken my son to a group of schools because he's gone to so many schools. Group. They are now a group. One. But now eventually, when I tried this school, I found myself bringing another one, and another one, and another one. In fact, I can't wait for my very last one to go to school so I can come to Rophine again. Because what I have seen is tremendous growth. And that is why, just like I said last week, what this school is doing needs recognition. I mentioned last week that I have recommended the director of the school to be given an award by His Excellency the President, the Mashujaa Day that we are going to have this year. Please to recognize. People need, whatever you've seen here, even the prayer by Reverend Captain, trust me, they are not there in other international schools. It's a freestyle way of living. You go to school, have your phone, dreadlocks, dress the way you want. It is an international school. That doesn't happen in Rophine. It doesn't, completely. And then the prayer items, you know, those, at least getting close to God. It doesn't happen in other schools. I have noticed here. And that is why those of us who are here who are not parents, you've been invited. Kukuja tu, kuona, by a friend. Please. Tomorrow, tomorrow is Saturday. Monday, take a walk to Rophine and seek for a position to have your child admitted in this school. You will thank us later. This is one of the best schools that I've seen so far. Thank you very much. I'm so glad, Director. And may God bless you. May God bless this school. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, to my elders, Shkamo. Shkamo. To the younger ones or age mates, Hamjambo. It's a pleasure to be given this opportunity. If I start talking about Rophine, given the time, I think I'll take the whole day and not even finish. But I'll make it as brief as possible. In 2021, I walked through the gates of Rophine looking for a chance for my daughter. And on tour was a very timid girl. Very timid to the extent that if she realized that we've taken a photo of her without giving her consent, she would cry the whole day. She would worry how you look at that photo. She would worry what you make of that photo, and so on and so forth. But throughout the journey, we walked, and Rophine walked with her to the position of the president of the Rophine International School. So today, I stand here, I don't know what to say. I have the joy in my heart that I found a school that really made the journey easy for me. Why do I say this? I just come from Mombasa, where my children were schooling, and one of my children has a disability that made us go the curriculum they were in before. And we were really finding it hard to find the same, and a school that can accommodate both of them with the problems that there were. But when we stepped into Rophine, we were assured that we will never regret. And today I stand here saying that we have never regretted. And if anything, I wish, like Dr. Osoro, I would have another one to bring, and another one to bring, and another one to bring. But I thank God for those that are there. Now, what can I say about Rophine? Rophine is a school that above all gives a child the opportunity to be who they were born to be. And why do I stress on my daughter? Because that is the journey I have witnessed, physically, emotionally, and intellectually. Through her, I've known that every child, given the opportunity, given the encouragement, shown the love that Rophine did to my daughter. And when I talk about my daughter, I want to believe that this resonates with so many of the parents within this building today. That journey was made very smooth for me, given the vision, the ideologies, the beliefs, and even the strengths that Rophine offered as a school. And I say thank you. I want to thank the teachers. I want to thank every staff who is involved with our children in Rophine, because that is one place that you can sleep. Whether your child is sick and is in school, you can sleep and sleep well, knowing very well that your child is taken care of. Unlike most of the schools that very fast you will be called, because they will do their best to make this child at ease. And I walked that journey too with my child, and I know of parents who walked that journey too. So thank you, the Rophine fraternity, both the academic staff and other members of the family of Rophine, for taking care of our children in the best way a parent would want them to be. So today, allow me to recognize the presence physically, because he's been with us emotionally, of Angela's father, who has been so unwell, but today managed to be here, and I pray that he's going to be here to the end to witness this. You are welcome physically to the Rophine family. I know you've been there since we joined the Rophine family. Mr. Chirima Peter, karibu sana. Thank you so much, parents. Encourage others to bring children to Rophine. And as Dr. Osoro said, the discipline cuts it. Actually, when we came, we really looked for schools. But when we read or asked about the background socially and everything, it took us a bit aback. But when we rejoined Rophine, it is where you don't worry what your child is going to turn out to be, unless you don't also support what Rophine does at home. So thank you, Rophine family. Thank you, parents. Thank you, students, and all the best for the years ahead.
Allow me on the onset to appreciate Dr. Boniface Owiti Anyango, the group CEO and the co-founder of the Rophine Field Group of Schools. I recognize our Member of Parliament and parliamentary leader. I recognize all other invited guests. I recognize the Board of Management, the head of this school, and distinguished faculty, parents, guardians, invited guests, and most importantly, our brilliant young men and women of years 6, 9, and 11 who have brought us here today. I'm delighted to join the Rophine Field International School family on this significant day. I bring warm greetings from Daystar University, and I count it a privilege to stand with you as we celebrate young lives that have been taught, stretched, disciplined, encouraged, and prepared for the next stage of their journey. Let me begin by correcting one word, gently, academically, and with affection. I find it hard to call today. It's often called a graduation ceremony, but in truth, this is a commencement. We are commencing a journey for the students in grade 6, 9, and 11 as they face life. Because graduation suggests that something has ended. Commencement announces that something is beginning. And our students should have that mindset, and the parents too. I'm very excited with what Honorable Soro said, that parents, when your child joins, whether it is a primary school or a high school or a university, you join at that level also. And you walk with them until they walk out of that institution. So, my dear students, before you become too excited that you have finished, in quotes, allow me to disappoint you early. You have not finished. You have only been promoted to a more demanding syllabus, the syllabus of life. Your parents may clap today, and they are doing it very well. I'm amazed at the energy of the parents in this school and the love they have for their children. But tomorrow, they will still expect you to wake up early, I'm sure. Your teachers may smile today, but deep in their hearts, they are praying that you remember at least half of what they taught you. And the world will not only ask, which school did you attend? It will ask, what kind of person did that school produce? And that is actually the essence of my conversation with you today. That is why your theme is so powerful. And I was asking the founder whether we have internalized and deciphered the theme global DNA encoded with purpose. DNA carries identity. It tells us what something is, what it can become, and what it must become, and what it should not become. So a mango seed does not wake up one morning and decide to become an avocado. A lion cub does not apply for permission to become a goat. Identity precedes destiny. And I want you to remember that. So today we are not only asking what certificate have these learners received, we are asking a deeper question. What has been encoded in them? And I come to formation. Those of us in education, one of the most terrible things that is happening in our country is that we have turned education into an information house. And yet, this encoding means that these students must become something different. And as Mheshimiwa was saying, he struggles from one school to another. You lose it. Many of us are very worried at the congestion in our public schools today. Because in that type of environment, there is no formation. Those people are just passing through those schools. And you'll be surprised the products that will come at the end of that journey. So my question is, since Rophine chose the term to encode, has Rophine encoded discipline in these students? Has it encoded curiosity? I've had many aspiring to be in the best careers in life. Has this school encoded kindness? Something we are really longing for in this country, kindness. Has it encoded integrity? Has it encoded faith? Has it encoded global competence with a moral rootedness? Again, parents in this school, because education must not merely inform the mind, it must form the person. Please worry about the roots that your children are developing as they go on learning in this school and other schools as they leave. My dear students, you are growing up in a world that is exciting, noisy, digital, borderless, and sometimes confused. You can access more information in 10 seconds than many ancient libraries held in centuries. You can ask artificial intelligence to summarize Shakespeare, solve algebra, design a poster, translate what you are reading into not just French, and even into Kimaragoli or Kisi. AI will do it for you, and perhaps even compose an apology to your teacher for late homework submission. You can be so lazy that you'll ask your AI to write a letter that you'll take to your teacher. But here is the irony. The more powerful our tools become, the more important our character becomes. Rophine schools, I want to plead with you to match any advancement with character. Social media can give you followers, but it cannot give you purpose. That purpose we are talking about. A passport can make you international, but only wisdom can make you global. And there's a difference between being international and being global. International is just geography. Global is mindset. And I hope that this group of schools is truly working on your mindset so that you become global. Because for me, what is global? Global means you can respect cultures, you can solve problems, you can serve humanity and still retain your moral compass. All of us struggle for purpose. I think I have had so many of us worry about the purpose of our children. And parents who are here, most of our children, when they finish high school, their next stage of stay is our sitting rooms in our houses. They even expect you to apply for jobs for them. Now you begin to ask, which kind of formation did that student go through? Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you a future and a hope." So when you finish school and you're sitting in your parents' house and you are waiting for things to be done for you, then I don't think those are God's plans. Therefore, the first duty of an educated person is to listen deeply to God, to wisdom, to conscience, to good counsel, and to the needs of the world. And I have a few nuggets to offer. Remember, God said, "I have good plans. He does not say TikTok knows the plans. He does not say the peer group knows the plans. He does not say the algorithm, those of us, sciences and statistics, knows the plans. He says, I know. So my first message is to ask all of us to shepherd these children to know the centrality of God in their lives. Secondly, I want you to carry a big mind, and I think Rophine Schools does that. They give you a big mind from what I've seen. I was just reminiscing and wondering, do these people know that that Michael Jackson music you're dancing to came out when I was a first year in university? I know they're thinking this is something, you know, we saw it, we danced it, we did all those things. And I'm amazed that it is still exciting today. Please carry a big mind, but keep a humble heart. You have received strong exposure through Cambridge, through Pearson, EdExcel, and even CBC. Exposure is powerful. It opens windows and enlarges imagination. But exposure without humility can become arrogance. May it never be said of the students in Rophine that you lack humility. And I want you to know that those of you who will choose the virtue of humility, God will drive you to heights you never even imagined. So please carry a big heart, a big mind, carry a big mind, but have a humble heart. The second one, do not confuse motion with progress. Do not confuse motion with progress. Umeona haya yote tumefanya hapa. We are very good at dancing and reciting, and I love your mastery of the language, English. But do not confuse motion with progress. I know the world is moving fast. Everyone is busy, everyone is posting, everyone is building a brand. Some people are too busy documenting their lives that they forget to live them. But motion is not progress. A mosquito can be very active the whole night, but no one invites it to give a motivational speech the following morning. And yet it was very busy. I've just come from Mombasa, got malaria from there. Mosquitoes are so busy, but when morning comes, they have no impact. So, please, activity without direction is just exhaustion. And that's why these parents are looking for a school like this one. And I would like to congratulate the management of this school for not just looking for money, but giving parents the value of having their children formed when they come out of our school. Number 3, I want you to get used to hard things early. And I don't know how to say this because I'm a victim. I grew up in the slums of Kibera myself, and omena was a delicacy. My mother had to go to Chambers for me to have ugali with omena. But my children don't have to go through that. They have everything. And I'm getting worried that the disease affecting many young people today is the disease of comfort. When they see your father is Wakili, MP Osoro, or Professor Hiro, or Professor so-and-so, then they assume comfort. And it is an addiction. Knowledge may make you impressive. Wisdom makes you trustworthy. So I want you to do this, and I don't know how you'll do it, because I've tried it in my house and it doesn't work. I have said, because I grew up eating omena will be served in Professor Ayiro's house every Wednesday evening with ugali. And my children have blocked in their calendars Wednesday, never step in Ayiro's house. Because they can't catch this nonsense of omena. And I want to say this. It is in the crucible of suffering. It is in the crucible of suffering that true worth comes out of. Just look at all these people. They have gone through difficult times. So difficulty is good. And Rophine, I hope intellectually you are really punishing these young people. They must read. They must act. They must invent. They must do experiments. So the graduates, do not fear difficulty, because that difficulty is what makes you to become that man that tomorrow God will trust with a position on this earth. Number 4, I've come to advise you to read wisely, think deeply, and speak carefully. And reading is a problem. Even now, many times I like going home by North Rift. I have a vehicle, I have a driver, I have all those things, but sometimes I just want to do some sociology as I go to Eldoret. So I get on a North Rift, and I have my 2 books to read. But the moment we start the journey from Apo railway station, somebody starts on the phone. I don't know how they charge their phones. Somebody will talk on phone from railway station. Naivasha wakisema tutoke kidogo tujisaidie, still is on the phone, even into the toilet. And they'll be on the phone until you reach Eldoret. Just think of such a mind. And I keep telling my students in Daystar, I visit many universities in the US. You can hardly see students with phones on campus. Do they have them? Yes. But they are able to control them. And they are reading. So our problem now, we sit, because of the phones. You know, from here to Eldoret, if you're on the phone, you'll have spent about 2,000 shillings. Money that you don't have. You are in a developing country. And then, you have gained nothing other than asking people, when did it rain last? And was Osoro in that Harambe? How much did he give? One time somebody was arguing, about 2 weeks ago I was on a North Rift, somebody was arguing, how can somebody bring 10 million in a Harambe? It became an argument. And they were arguing and saying, no, William Mheshimiwa has a business, he has what? That is clutter. That is useless for you. What are you worried about? What are you worried about yourself? So my nuggets, my advice for you, please read the graduates. Read scripture. I think I'm realizing this very late. The best book to read is scripture. There is always something valuable you get when you read the Bible. Read history. So know who Jomo Kenyatta was. So that you can put things in perspective. Today I hear a lot of talk, Mheshimiwa, but during our time, you couldn't even talk. You couldn't even whisper. You didn't know who was next to you. I'm telling you. So, ni kwa sababu hawa watu hawajasoma historia. Waelewe ya kwamba tumepiga many hatuas mingi as a country. We haven't reached there, but we are trying to go there. Read science. Read science. Know that alcohol, the young people here, promotes the desire for anything. If you drink a lot of alcohol, when you start the first bottle, the second bottle, you start desiring many things. I'm going to buy land, I'm going to buy a Pro Box, or if a hero is driving a Mercedes, I'm going to buy a Mercedes. And then you begin seeing things differently. Even that lady who was so ugly before you started drinking, she becomes very beautiful. Yeah. So what does alcohol do? Alcohol, read science, alcohol promotes the desire but takes away the performance. And I leave that for you to digest in your mind, in what happened. So read literature, read biographies of people, read about Mandela, read about Kenyatta, read about Moi. I mean, who is this standard 8 person who ruled Kenya for 25 years? That's interesting. I want to know about this person. What is it? What did he have? And he controlled all these PhDs and all professors and ran the country for 24 years. Unbelievable. Read about him. There's something in the line in his life you might pick from there. Read about people. So don't just talk about, many times I have to explain to my cousins, the Kisses, that Kisses, you belong to us. I keep telling them you are Maragolis. In fact, you went astray because you are very stubborn people. You decided to go astray and say you're going on your own. So when we come to look for land in Kisiland, give us land, and they have given us land. So you should ask, why are Maragolis in Keroka? Why? It's because you'll have read the history. And it will not be that the politicians are bringing them there. But more importantly, read the times. I don't know how to say that. I wish I could say it better. Read the times. And so, when I went to Daystar, I obviously read the times and I read scripture. And there's this person in scripture who was born out of pain. Very early in the Bible, he was born out of pain. And when he came to be a person, he told God, because I was born out of pain, never allow me to cause pain to others and expand my territories. That was my entry verse. So many people are surprised. How come there's so much going on in Daystar, main campus, where? It's just that. Expand my territories, but never allow me to cause pain to any other person because I was born out of pain. So reading is very important. And the young people graduating today, please do not let your phone become smarter than you. You know, it is a very frightening thing that you can't do anything without your phone. Even if I told you right now, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, 10, divide by 2, you must run for your phone. And yet that sequence is very simple. I'm just saying 4 times 2 times 3 times 4, that's the number, then divide by 2. But the phone has become cleverer than you because you have surrendered your intellect to it. And I want to pick from Romans 12:2, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. And I hope that this group of schools will do that for you. Finally, I want to advise that let your values travel with you. The young people, men and women, let your values travel with you. And even the people of my generation. Some of you will study abroad, and that's my prayer. Some will enter new schools. Some will build careers across continents. That is good. The world is large, and God's creation is beautiful. But never become so global that you become rootless. Yeah. How does it feel when you listen to some of our leaders who are Kenyans, born in Kenya, bred in Kenya. In fact, advantaged by Kenyans. And when they stand up, they can't speak in Kiswahili. They can't speak in Kiswahili. They speak, and if you are not seeing him, you would think this is a Korean who has come to speak Kiswahili in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, a tree does not become great by disconnecting from its roots. It becomes great by deepening its roots while spreading the branches. So Daniel in Babylon, we know, is a powerful example. He learned the language and literature of Babylon, but he did not surrender his covenant identity. Very, very, very important. And I keep urging all of us never to forget your Kenyan roots. It doesn't matter how offended, how disgusted you are. Kenya is your mother. And I normally tell my students, Desa is your mother. So even if Desa has one eye, you can't say, I don't want Desa. I don't want Desa. Desa is not as beautiful as so-and-so's mother. Your mother is your mother. So Kenya is ours. And within it, we can make this country great if we deepen our love for our country. To the parents who are here, and I'm talking about, you know, this school is challenging you. I'm thankful I don't have young kids. These are all my grandchildren, the ones you have. Because of sorrow, I married at the age of 21. I was not a coward like you see? So, my firstborn, the age difference is 22 years. So, tuko moja, sambamba. But the parents who are here, this is my message, and guardians. Today, I see you smiling and I'm happy you're taking photographs. And some of you, I don't know whether you are pretending, but some of you, I saw you crying. So I assume those are tears of endearment. You genuinely feel like that. But I was very touched with the two girls whom you linked. Imagine if we had not done that linkage. The psychological deficit those two kids would have suffered. So I want to commend that. It was too special for me to see that happen. So behind this day are years of sacrifice. School fees, and I know it is pretty high. Early mornings to drop them at school, uniforms, traffic, homework, battles you have with them. Have you done your homework? Have you done your homework? Exam anxiety and prayers whispered when no one was watching. So let me encourage you parents, your labor is not in vain. Let me tell you something, and the advantage. There is no greater disaster when your children have not done well in school. You carry a lifelong burden. I don't want to go to where I want to. My mind is telling me to go there. I don't want to go there. But children may not remember every lecture that you gave as a parent. You know, oh no, dad. Oh, we know that. Or mom. Oh, anataka kuanza hizo story zake. You know, how he was so hardworking and so on and so forth. But they will remember the atmosphere of love, like witnessed here. Discipline, sacrifice, and prayer. Sometimes parenting feels like preaching to a wall. Yeah. You know, these kids become our our Buddhas, our gods. They begin to teach us how to live life within their ecosystem. Well, unajua, if you wanted your way, you would just dismiss them and cane them. But you try to be, they make you calm down, buy chocolates, and take them to Mombasa for holiday, which is a good thing. But they are teaching you ways that your parents never taught you that. But let me tell you, they don't forget it. Later on, these same children, that wall that they thought, that you thought, will quote your sermons in life. And now I'm seeing it. Most of my kids, they come home to tell me, I just want to know, how did you manage? 7 of us. 7 children. How did you manage? I only have 3. My daughter was telling me the other day she almost quarreled with the husband because she saw the husband come home with this 4 tissues, these tissues packed in force. And she was so offended because in her father's house, all the years, tissue was always in bales and somewhere in the drawer. And you can go and take one and sit in the toilet and finish with it. But now if you are coming with the 4, and we are 7 in this house, So later on they'll come and say, well done. So don't give up. I'm telling parents, don't give up. Even with what you're calling the most difficult child. Don't give up. Your labor is not in vain. To the teachers and staff, as I wind up, of Rophine, I honor you. Teaching is one of the most sacred professions under heaven. A teacher stands at the intersection of ignorance and possibilities. A teacher takes raw potential and gives it shape. And I wish I could say this better. The world may celebrate celebrities more loudly than teachers, but history is honest, very honest. Behind every great doctor, every lawyer, every scientist, every president, every pastor, every engineer, every entrepreneur, every artist, every scholar, there was a teacher who once said, try again. So, nataka kusema hiyo ni baraka kwetu. You know, I am not, I thank God for what He has enabled me to do, but I'm not rich by any standards, because I'm still aspiring. Mheshimiwa, I'm still aspiring to go and stay in Karen or Runda. You know, I'm just aspiring. Why are people staying in Karen and Runda and me I'm not? So I'm still aspiring. Eh? But there is nothing as significant as when you see your products succeed in life. So walimu wenzangu, even if the world doesn't notice, somebody up there. Yeah. So if you didn't become a doctor like me, I have a son who is a doctor. If I didn't become a lawyer, I have 2 lawyers in the house. You see, God does His own things. And teachers. And whatever you want. God gives you, God rewards you in that way. Not in your immediate, but in your next generation. And now I come to the big question I was avoiding. I'm advising Kenyans to give birth to many children. And this is through experience. Don't plan for God. Don't plan for God. Sometimes I look at my children, my 7 children. One passed on and left her daughter, so I still have 7. And I said, suppose I had 2 children and I'm looking at the ones that came first. What would it be on this earth? So, Kenya, China is great because they have given birth. And nowadays we are so extreme. We are so extreme. Somebody goes to the village in Kakamega, puts up a house of 6 bedrooms and he has 2 children. Unajua, that is Mungu. God is saying, you tried to be mean, so waste this money in 6 bedrooms. And you remain with your wife, then you go downstairs to that small room because you can't climb the stairs because of age. I want to wish the students all the best. I want to wish the school all the best. And that this school has given you roots, very strong roots. In fact, by the way, the language mastered by these kids just blows my mind. And their innovativeness. So Rophine has given you roots. Your parents have watered them. Your teachers have pruned them. God has watched over them. Now the winds of the next season will come. New schools, new subjects, new friendships, new opportunities, new temptations, and new responsibilities. And I'm encouraging you to face those changes with courage because you have come from a good school. I want you to know that as you live here, the world is not easy, with whichever level you're going to. So I want you to be, from Joshua 1:9, to be courageous and strong, for the Lord your God is with you forever. And as a fatherly, grandfatherly advice, is my biggest prayer to these young people, is that I want you to go out there and remain forever young. I cannot give you a better wish, because I also know people who are very young, but they are very old. They are sluggish. They sleep 18 hours. They expect somebody to do things for them and they're always blaming that other person. I want you to go out there and remain forever young. Under the class of 2026, this class, may your song always be sung, that you are the best class that came from the field group of schools. Thank you and God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible journey this ceremony has been so far. We have been deeply moved by the brilliant performances of our graduates, and we have heard inspiring words from our distinguished guests. And just now, we received a powerful, unforgettable charge from our keynote speaker, reminding us all of what it truly means to step out into the world with a global DNA encoded with purpose. Now, the moment we have all been waiting for has finally arrived. It is time to translate that inspiration into action. It is time for these young leaders to step forward and claim the evidence of their hard work, resilience, and triumph. Year 11s, you have listened, you have watched, and you have prepared. The stage is now yours. With great pride and immense joy, I invite the Year 11 graduating class to step forward to the stage to receive their well-earned certificates.
Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever, forever and ever? Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever, forever young? you really want to live forever?
Can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Yeah. I break tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the line. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins.
can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest.
You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you gon' find yourself
standing in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
Cause you burn with the brightest flame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run the mile. You can walk straight through hell with a smile.
You could be the hero, you can get the gold. Breaking all the records they thought never could be broke.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try?
Do it for your country, do it for your name.
Cause there's gonna be a day when you're standing in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
Cause you burn with the brightest flame.
Yeah.
And the world's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame.
Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion. Be a champion.
The walls of the Hall of Fame. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers. Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions, be truth seekers. Be students, be teachers, be politicians, be preachers, Be believers, be leaders, be astronauts, be champions. Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you burn with the brightest flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of the Hall of Fame. You can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong hanging on your chest.
You can be a girl, you can beat the world. You can talk to God, go banging on his door.
You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks.
You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you can find yourself
standing in the Hall of Fame. I was left to my own devices. Many days fell away with nothing to show, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? We were caught up and lost in all of our vices. In your pose as the dust settled around us, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? Oh, where do we begin? The rubble or our sins? And the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds all over the hills, bringing down this
Return to the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious, somewhere between like.
What an absolutely incredible celebration of talent, resilience and triumph. From the high-energy grand entrances to the deeply moving performances, every single moment of this day reminds us of the brilliant potential inside this room. This milestone belongs not only to the graduates, but also to the dedicated faculty, loving parents and supportive families whose guidance made this day possible. Year 6, 9 and 11, you have proven today that you are fully equipped and ready to take on the next massive leap in your lives. Keep pushing boundaries, keep lifting each other up, and live every single day aligned with your true purpose. Let's hear it one last time for the unstoppable class of 2026.
Can we go back? This is the moment.